Oklahoma on the campus of the OSU Cowgirls, searching for their fourth to get to this championship Sunday.
And you and I have just been.
Rachel Becker leads it off for this four doubles. For as good as they've been in the circle. 0-2, and she goes down swinging. A good factor, an Oklahoma native.
I think of the growth and the expected.
Factor draws a one-out walk. Their dual action in the circle. Courtney Waller, these two all season.
Almost 400 pitches between those two arms for this weekend. How to perform, how to show up with your back against the wall.
Naomi has showed up all tournament long. Remember, had that walk-off against UMB. Oklahoma State, oddly.
Sunday.
Swing and a miss, strike three. An off speed from Harness, two down.
Long day on her hands, and I'm here for it.
Before walking it off against the Shockers to get to this day. The fact that they have the energy to even stand.
We saw our name on Selection Sunday. It was go time. All business from there.
There were not many people in the seats. A two-out walk drawn by Carwile to load the.
Has been very good with 2 outs on the board. Nebraska.
2-2 in the right field. Back on it, Neal. And Harness gets out of the bases loaded 2-out jam in the top of the first.
You said 10 Ks. Matt, we really saw her excel.
Four for 9 coming into the day.
Took it right out of my mouth there, almost batting 5.
Weekend. Goes down on the 1-2. And a throw up to first to complete a drop third strike and out number 1 in the bottom of the first. Vell. Lazy fly into right, and it drops for a base hit. Wallace digging for 2. The throw.
Regional site pursuing higher education.
Felder into center. In on it, Factor, and they will hold Wallace on the throw. Goes steady for this team. To short, deep in the hole for Naomi, and makes the play. So they will face the Oregon Ducks here next weekend.
The only super regional site yet to be established in all 16 locations.
Both in the lineup again today. Slow dribbler to Billy Andrews, and the shortstop makes the play, 1 down.
A lot of success under her belt. A lot of experience. I know that
that brilliant play in the field. Lines it into center, but Brooke Andrews has a beat on it. The sister of the Husker shortstop.
Kenny Gajewski, really good conversations with Rhonda Ravel. I am an emotional man. And he said this team actually gave me that feedback that they wanted me to be.
That seems important.
Seems important.
A ball coming traveling. Lines it into center, and coming in to make the play, Brooke Andrews. A 1-2.
Rhonda Ravel mentioned us before this game is all year long we've been on the loop.
Brooke Andrews lifts it into right field. Carwile battling the sun, makes the play.
We've seen both dugouts utilizing the 6-4-3 charts that kind of shows that.
It's funny talking about Kelly Maxwell and just her. A flare into the left and just over the outstretched glove of Naomi. Another 1-out, bottom of the 9th. Redwell again to right field. Carwile puts 2 away. Kaneda, a flare into left field, and again it gets past Naomi, who made a terrific effort against an OSU team that has not allowed a run in this tournament to this point. And Neal goes down on strikes.
It was a gift left for this team.
1 pitch, 2 outs. In-game interviews.
So good.
Was physical. Lifts the 1-1 high to center, but playable for Brooke Andrews. And again, records another out. Second time through.
It'd be nitpicky.
Her 3rd strikeout.
That was what against Billy Andrews, the best bat on this team. One up.
It is sick.
I'm gonna correct you because I know it only caught my ear because I am assuming the brightest orange in the nation of OSU.
Line drive into right. It's Courtney Wallace, and she is aboard. The Cowgirls. But the pitcher in that game for Nebraska was Kaylin Kinney.
Harness has looked really good, really in control.
Felder goes down, the fourth strikeout of the game for
the third.
Runner takes off. Wallace gets in around the ball and then tripped on second as she was aiming to go for way until the bottom of the seventh. Scooped by Naomi, and again Maxwell pitching around a base two. Combination games on the backs of Sarah Harness and
I know for sure timing is a big
center. Brooke Andrews, it gets under her glove. Windmill, and she will score. Two down, and the speedy Edwards in scoring position. Billy Andrews puts it away, and that ends the inning.
Ridiculous rise ball, and then Lexi Kilfoyle.
Not once, but twice in the regular season. Slow tapper to third, and an easy play by Megan Bloodworth, who has been
to swing at rise balls, hits them well. So this is a great.
Gray at Edwards, and it's out of her reach and off the wall. Spinning to fire to second before Gray can slide in with a double. Last team to do that against her. 1-2. Fifth strikeout of the game for Maxwell. Well, give her 6 on the afternoon. Back to back to shut the door on Nebraska.
Raging Cajuns and the Tigers of LSU headed right. A lot of momentum, a lot of fights.
Scooped. Billy Edwards on the run, ranging to her left. So instead of facing Harness for a College World Series appearances,
cycling, but her approach, her leadership, mother, head coach, leader, mentor.
Factor lined right into the mid of Gray, and they double up Rachel Becker at first base. The Ravel's club make at the plate. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. 3 dominant in the circle.
If I were Nebraska, I'm zoning in on a side of the.
It's not like Nebraska hasn't touched her either. They have her 8th strikeout. Instead, it's a 1-out walk. The injury this year, the same could be said for Billy Andrews, because at the time, Wallace in the right center, and it's fielded on one hop by Factor. But Billy,
we asked her in the post-game interview, are you
against Wichita State, 6 strikeouts, no run. And the ball gets away from Tuck. In to score is Billy Andrews. And just the second in the last. As soon as she saw it squeak past Tuck, she was gone. Kilfoyle looked to second, but Wallace was already.
Nebraska now in the lead.
The payoff. And Squire, a little dribbler. Back to Kilfoyle. 2 runs in the inning, 7 in our regional championship. New senior Courtney Wallace back in the circle for Nebraska.
Rookie, real mature.
At T-Mobile, your business will save over $1,000. What are you going to do with it?
I could use a new sign.
UCLA
Next week from Hoover for the SEC
production at the
baseball
plate
tournament.
this season for this group.
And You start thinking about the injuries that a lot of these staffs have had to run through, and you could run. I mean, half the teams in the league.
Kenny Gajewski told us
Ahuna.
on the outside looking in.
256-2957.
2-1 into center. Charging in is Andrews, and she'll get there. Headlong dive. Brooke Andrews. It's short. Both have been instrumental.
Quickly.
Pretty good move to it.
To Billy Andrews. Pads and fires. Oklahoma State down to its final.
Now, in order your very own Leggercise Pro.
Andrews.
But it's a down year in the pack. They probably get one. Coastal's absolutely going to get one. East Carolina. Pretty good day for Braylon Wimmers.
And up to first
Just
goes
a little
Brooke
bit
Andrews,
short.
her first time aboard this afternoon.
It'll go for a leadoff double, and now this is the part of the South Carolina lineup.
Leadoff hitters were 0 for 18.
Is going to look really good for South Carolina.
Had a good outing.
The exception of
Lexi
one key component. Most of these guys, according to Coach Kingston, will be back by the time they get to the regionals. And what kind of impact will that have in the room when they start making decisions about clubs? And really, not just necessarily, not necessarily just will you be a top 16 seed, but where will you be in that list based on what you will put on the field? Because as he talked about, the first 40 games this year, there weren't many, if any, better than these guys were.
No, he's right. I mean, I think it was them, LSU, and Wake Forest. And then obviously injuries started piling up. We don't think they're going to get Noah Hall back. I don't think they're going to get Jerson back. I haven't seen officially, but
a nice job going up to get that one.
It was out in front of him. And
I field in a couple of weekends.
Caitlin Caneda lines it to Edwards. 2 down. Meanwhile,
the 1-1.
Rouge. Louise
Go 5G Plus, the first plan that always gives new and existing customers the same great
deal goes down
and
strikes.
upgrade ready in 2.
You see this Don Perignon?
Win to Billy Andrews. 1 down.
Double back in the 4th inning.
Columbia on Wednesday.
Well, if Tennessee holds on right here, I think you're feeling pretty darn good going into Hoover. That would be a second half in the SEC regular season at 11-3. He did it with one of the best today.
And it has today.
1-2, shot into right field. Back-to-back base hits for OSU. And now the game win.
38-17.
What a year for Christian Scott. It looks like he got a break.
Sweat will be happy not to see the orange jersey.
Back in this moment.
It has been just an onslaught.
Last year was
2-0.
Just up and down that lineup. Into
brilliant mathematicians who get it,
these two have
but
done.
none of that.
That's a hard no.
Upstairs, ball 4. And the bases
Essentially worked. Fans on their
Gina, by far, has been car accidents. So
Becker into center.
We just thought that maybe South Carolina garnered a little bit of momentum after that win today. They look good. And Drew Beam as well. You know, we haven't even seen for Tennessee.
Depending on how far South Carolina goes, Sam Simpson, the freshman, just his fifth appearance, but 3 have come in this month. First time he's pitched in the SEC. Get the freshman out there. Across that first.
She's getting tested.
Is this one going to stay in the yard? Yes, it will. Run hop off
it's
the
off
fence.
the glove of Billy Andrews.
Now he.
It's pretty good coming at you here in the 7th.
Corkscrew to Andrews again. Only play at first. Another run comes in to score.
Did we ever see Blake Burke lead off again?
Back to the
He's come up in big spots, you're right.
Singles.
I think started to spin Tennessee's season. Kavaris Tears hit it in the 9th inning, but when he gets it, it ain't coming back.
The Huskers out
this year.
3-for-3 senior on
in less than 100.
Into right field. And caught near the line by Caitlin Carwile.
I think it does apply to South Carolina. Forget this.
In Nebraska uniform.
Well, they're not going to get Noah Hall back. At least that's the way to put it. So offensively, yes.
4 for 4 this afternoon.
And you get Will Sanders. The numbers tell you it's RPI, strength of schedule, those kind of things.
Short. Naomi, game over.
But it means that will be in the discussion.
I think I don't care what happens to who.
Tested.
Trailing after 6. They played 4.